When we last played our roles, the party had been sent to the town of Alia to aid Brunta, the daughter of Masara's guard captain. Upon arrival, they found Alia was a massive bonfire, with a figure that appeared as Brunta squeezing her head in its hand before it engaged overconfidently with the party. Pocket gnomes were sprung, Brunta was rescued as the majority of the party slashed and shot at the figure now appearing as Rusty, managing to hurt it enough to where it called for reinforcements and turned invisible after only managing to land strikes upon Rusty and Vots. As it retreated and its forces ganged up on Hoople, Orin fell a tree near the invisible boss with the ball bearings fired like a massive shotgun out of his turret, slowing the boss's escape to where he was caught at the end of a row of blades that rained down from the smoke-filled sky mysteriously. With the severe wounds, the ranged members of the party tracked the boss's... Wow, I fucked that up. With the severe wounds, the ranged members of the party tracked the boss down just before he fled into the burning village. With his remaining reinforcements fleeing, the figure's natural form was revealed upon his deathbed. A strange tiger man who laughed and swore if his master and lord didn't avenge him, then eventually he would return before fire consumed his body and he vanished. With the threat eliminated, Rusty charged ahead, discovering with the rest of the party's aid that there were 2 people trapped in buildings and rescued the children. As Brunta got a close look at one of them, she grew suspicious of the one she did not recognize, who turned out to be a young adult orc with an unknown tie to Infernal due to her detection spell. Bagging the lone survivor of the boss's first reinforcements, the party left Alia and planned to make camp off the path back to Masara, as concerns of the possibility for more disguised evils infiltrating via the refugees fleeing to Masara weigh upon everyone's minds. Alright. So, after that battle, you guys end up trekking a little ways back, and as you're progressing along, I want the main group to make a perception check.
Woo! Nat 20.
That's good, because I got a 2, which turns into a... I think it's like a 3.
I got a 4.
17.
I'm glad some of us are paying attention.
Kratom, are you traveling stealthily, or are you just walking brazenly down the path?
Nah, I'm just going.
Alright. So, with ease, Vots and Rusty spot ahead a familiar face headed your way.
Hello! Oh, wait, no, hang on. I can't. Damn it. Hello.
Alright, and as you're approaching Kratom, you hear the voices call out, and then they come into view.
All right. So I take it the town's no longer on fire.
No, it's still quite on fire.
Then why are we going back?
Because everyone is either fled or dead.
Oh yeah,
We're going to die.
I passed by a group of people coming from there. Fairly large group.
Did you sniff any?
No,
No.
no, I did not. I did not sniff any.
Well, we're gonna have to sniff them.
Why?
Because some of them may or may not be infernal orcs. So I hope you know what that scent smells like, because I don't.
Nope. Why would I know that?
Why would any of us know that?
Shit.
We don't know until we ask.
Yes. I like this man's strategy.
Brunta sighs, just glad that the one that appeared is an ally instead of yet another foe. We should probably make camp. It's getting late. It's surely close to midnight by now.
Oh, new person. Hello. Do I notice that they're a guard?
Yes, what you see is a half orc, heavily armored paladin, and she is heavily battle weary. Like she looks like tired and has had a lot of combat in this past day.
Oh, you must be insert guard name here, stutter.
Yeah, actually, let me just because I don't
Captain Shalashiska.
I said his name to you, but Drok, D-R-O-K, was the guard captain of Masara.
Okay.
I hope I remember
Drok?
that. Drok.
Drock.
Now I just gotta hope I remember it this time.
Yeah, you know, Draco Gara.
Cricket, cricket.
Anyway,
Crickets are
Gar?
chirping around the party. Yeah, yes, that is me. I was in charge of protecting Alia.
well, your
I
dad
assume
worried
we're
sick.
walking.
You'll be happy to know you're not dead.
Yes. I had my friend send what message he could to essentially get your aid. But we should, as much as I want to get back, we should rest. So, alright. So you guys, I assume, go off the path, and any specific distance amount, or just details regarding where you try to set up camp off the path?
About 13 feet, 8.5 inches from the path.
Well, that close, huh?
That is oddly specific.
You're not going to add quarters in there, or eighths, sixteenths.
Well, technically, a half would be like 4/8 or 8/16.
Plus or minus 1/4 of an inch for
Oh, I
Yeah,
time.
didn't hear
you know,
that.
you gotta have some tolerance in there.
Alright. So you guys set up relatively close then?
I think so.
I guess so.
Alright. I'm just making sure the party consensus is there. That's all.
Mhm.
Okay, so making sure to be close enough that you guys can keep an eye on the path. You guys have 8 hours that you're going to spend resting. Who's going to be on first watch and second watch, given that you have an elf that
I mean,
requires only 4 hours and a sentry?
I mean, I'll literally be a sentry. Because I'm still active that whole time, aren't I? Or
Yep.
not active, but I can still sense.
You're still aware of your surroundings.
Yes, thank you. I could not think of the phrasing. So would we like to take shifts, or would you like me to
I mean,
become
I can-
sentry?
I can do 4 hours. Because I only need 4 hours of rest.
But do you want to do the 4 hours first or second?
I'll rest first.
Alright. Is there any plans
you-
for 2 people to tag out and take 2 hours each in the second half? Or wait, in the first half. First half.
Eh.
Basically, like, if you're just sitting on watch, you can spend an hour or 2 and still get your rest.
Yeah, sure. I'll do that first.
Alright. Who's gonna trade out after Kratom?
I can trade out.
Alright. So it'll be Kratom on first watch alongside Rusty's still form. And then Orin will take over. And then Orin will be able to resume his rest while Robin wakes up and is able to take care of the rest. Alright.
Can I get a clarification really quick?
Mhm.
So it will always be on, correct? My sentry mode?
You are aware of your surroundings while you are in a rest state.
Okay. So,
By default.
okay, and I do, and I don't need to, like, fully rest, like, turn off that sentry mode. It's
Correct.
just always on. Okay.
Yeah.
Neat.
You essentially you go dormant, but your eyes and ears stay on.
I guess basically the only action you can take is a perception roll. I guess think of it like that.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, that would be pretty much it.
Everyone
If
goes
you were
bed
to
and
do
you turn the
anything
home
else, that would
security
interrupt
system
your
on.
rest. Sorry, what?
Gotcha.
I
Was it-
said everyone goes to bed and he turns his home security system on.
Yeah, pretty
Yeah.
much.
Is the equivalent.
Pretty much. All right. So, you all settle in. Fuck. Yeah, enjoy a trail ration or two for those that need a quick snack. And turn in for the evening. So, first up was Kratom. Go ahead and roll a perception check for your watch.
Nat 1. I ain't found shit.
What's roll?
Okay. Let me just
Need a little practice combing the desert there, Dave.
Would help if I was properly equipped.
after dealing with the encounter you had yesterday, you're a little more tired than you realize. You're not quite fully nodding off. You're occasionally looking around, but you're not too alert at the moment. You don't completely pass out, but over time, you since it's been a couple hours, it's actually been about an hour and 40 minutes, and you think it's time to wake up Orin for a brief little bit.
Okay. Alright. Wake him up. Tag out.
What?
Your turn.
Okay.
Alright. So, Orin, go ahead and make me a perception check for your watch.
Well, I did slightly better. I got
Rolled
a
a 2,
3.
didn't you? Oh.
I rolled a 2, but I have a +1.
Ah.
Yeah, things seem really quiet. Your party members are, a couple of them are shifting around a little bit in their sleep.
I blew down a tree and I killed a tiger man. What do you want from me?
Should I roll a perception check just for
Nope.
since I'm always
Because
okay.
about this point, your vision goes dark.
Oh,
And I want everyone to briefly mute their microphones and to open up the music player and have the volume at maximum so hopefully you can hear this. Banging at your door. The fuck? That's way quieter than it was earlier. God damn it. How? How is it quieter than it was earlier? Yeah, I'll try restarting that. Maybe doing that will... Damn it.
I mean, it sounded fine to me with my volume
Oh,
up.
I turned my computer volume down. I'm dumb. Starting over. Sorry about that. So yeah, as your vision fades, Rusty, you start to have a little bit of a nightmare. Sounds of anger. Stomping. Banging at your door. Oblivion. You're shaking, panting heavily, red blood covering half your vision as you turn your head and look up. You stare at your brothers, your sisters, your kin. They're all shouting, but you can't hear them over the ringing in your ears. You feel a grip at your hand and look back down, seeing the steel-colored dragon quivering, staring sadly and sorry up at you. The wind is overwhelming, the dragon roaring and screaming as you're trying to pry off its bindings to the heavy chunk of scrap that's making you both fall faster and faster, breaking the chains before it looks terrified past you and you feel impact. Your vision going dark, Rusty, you are not getting the benefits of a full rest.
Oh. Oh no.
We've
Our
been
f-
duped.
Hour 4 begins. Robin, you exit your trance as Orin is finishing up his watch. So, Orin, you're good to head back to sleep. Robin,
Huzzah!
you make a perception check.
All right. Oh, that's a 7.
Okay. With that, at least, you noticed that while things are quiet on the path, Vots, Rusty, and Brunta are, well, Vots and Brunta are shifting around in their sleep a good little bit. Rusty has a faint glow that's like really flickering inside of him. Like it's unsteady instead of a constant. Like you would have observed him previously having. Give me one moment as we transition to Vots. Just gotta load that audio clip. Okay. You push open the door, elated to finally catch up to your uncle once again.
Hold on, I can't hear it for shit. I wasn't even able to hear the last one.
Oh shit. Sorry, man.
Did you boost your sound in the sound mixer within
It's
tabletop?
because it's going through my speakers.
Okay.
I have to change that.
Yep, no problem. You could also listen to it in the channel in Discord, if that would be able to help you hear it louder.
I know I'd be able to hear it in Discord.
Yeah. So, yeah, just like you put the music player volume for yourself, like mute that, and just listen to the thing in the Discord. Because I'm just linking it from there, anyways. So, all right. I'm gonna reset this, and I'm gonna hit play for the rest of the party. You push open the door, elated to finally catch up to your uncle once again. But as you look into the room, a horrible visage is before you. Notes scrawled everywhere, papers thrown asunder, fires in the corners of the room.
Oh.
And your uncle, laying dead, slumped over in his chair, quill barely still in his hand, as on the counter in front of him, an open book with his notes. You can't quite read what's in it, but it looks and feels so complete, and yet there's just something missing right near the end. And there's a scared, sorrowful look in your uncle's cold, lifeless eyes. He was so close. And now he can never finish his work. Alex, have you finished it on your end?
Yeah.
Okay. You also do not gain the benefits of the long rest.
Okay.
And as we're nearing the end of it, the dawn is breaking. Brunta sits up. Dad, no! And she looks around and holds her head. Sorry. Scared my parents.
Good job, Bob.
goodness.
Acting. But yeah, so Brunta looks exhausted. Vots is exhausted. and Rusty is exhausted.
Would you be able to tell even though I don't have facial expressions?
A little bit, considering you're much dimmer than normal.
Your eye stalks
Oh,
just they're stuttering there, boy.
Oh, what's going on with that?
Not
That don't look
Pop-
warm.
possible dream again. I can't quite recall.
And it. Hold on. How would that make what?
Give me a second. I'll.
Need time to think.
I'll get some tea going.
Guess
Alright.
even our metal friend here needs a full proper rest.
Gonna use that handful of chamomile, make more tea.
Alright. So, you brew some morning tea to try to aid as Brunta sluggishly gets up. We need to get moving. Why am I so...
And just you in the cup. Chamomile
Yes,
calms the
please.
nerves.
Please. And she holds out a hand which is slightly shaking.
Pass her over a cup.
How did you all sleep?
Oh, just
I
fine.
slept like shit.
And aside from being woken up for guard shift,
Like someone else needs tea.
So you brew
Where's a
a
pencil?
decent little bit to be able to take care of everybody who can drink some morning tea.
Maybe I can just put it on Rusty as sort of like an oil salve or something. A little bit on the forehead.
Just have it at like a warm cup to hold.
Yeah.
Don't let it soak. It'll rust.
Alright.
I just got all these rust buffed.
Oh yeah, I ran into the blacksmith. Yeah. Well, he does have more money for new grinding wheels now, which is good.
Oh, good. May need to go back.
A pencil. There we go.
You take a few minutes and you try to get your bearings this morning, but everybody except for Vots, Rusty, and Brunta are pretty much good to go. You have gained the full benefits of the long rest. We should head back to town, try to figure out what the heck happened to us. Because it'd be one thing if it was just me, but... Wait. Anybody who wants to can make an intelligence check.
Yes, please.
in regards to an intel, it's just like a flat intelligence check, not like
Flat
our con.
intelligence.
Okay, just wanted to make sure.
Yeah, I won't be doing that.
I will.
Does a
Yeah,
9
you
get me anything?
wouldn't be able to. Because you don't have context for this.
Nat 20, baby.
Alright. Anybody else rolling?
I got 9.
Alright.
But in context of an actual score, that would be
You're good, you're good, Oren. Robin, you were saying?
I got 13.
13? Okay.
It's a 26.
And Boss, were you rolling? Because if you do, it'll be with disadvantage.
Nah, I'm not even gonna bother trying.
Alright. I'll have people also roll because that's something I need to be doing. Where did my
Oh yeah,
dice
man,
go?
he's just been real quiet. The bard's been really quiet. It's kind of weird.
There it is. Yeah,
I am teasing.
it was quite a day yesterday, he says. As he... Okay, yeah. So, Oren, Robin,
Oops,
and
sorry.
Hoople figure out. Wait a minute. That weird form-shifting thing. The only people it managed to hit were clearly Brunta, Vots, and Rusty.
Oh boy. Ha.
So out of you three, you can each make Arcana checks if you wish.
Oh, right.
Not you, Rusty. You didn't store high enough, and you would be at
Oh.
a disadvantage. Anyways, so your 9 might not even have been a 9.
Oh, I see. Okay.
It's an 8 on the Arcana check.
All right.
It's a 23.
Jesus, because Hoople didn't quite piece it together. Close, but not quite. He's like, there's something.
I mean,
there.
I could make it higher if Artificer's lore counts, but I don't think it does.
Nope. It's definitely some sort of curse.
I mean, that was pretty much what I was thinking.
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah.
Something of a
So-
curse causing a nightmare.
Would
Pieced together.
anybody here happen to have any sort of knowledge or expertise on the removal of potential curses?
Brunta slowly raises her tired hand.
Hmm.
Yeah, the three of you were the only ones that technically got hit by that tiger guy. So, thinking maybe you might have gotten cursed. In some way, shape, or form for whatever that nightmare was about, because it was only you three, and you three were the only ones that took any kind of hits from him during that little battle.
This is what happens when you contend with strangers unprotected.
You're not wrong.
I have one spell slot. I can cast Remove Curse.
Well, it makes the most sense to give it to yourself so you can rest and give it to us later.
I would have to agree with that, yes.
Agreed. But we do need to get back to Masara as well. After this, I've got one second tier spell in me left, and that's it. I used everything else fighting that thing. Even with a brief chance at a rest early on, thanks to my lost friend. But we need to get back to Masara. I'll at least take care of this so I can take care of you tomorrow. And she will cast Remove Curse on herself. We'll find out if that worked. Let's get going.
And we carry on.
Alright. So, after about an hour and a half, you guys end up passing past the attempted settlement. And 3 more hours later, because of the pace you're going due to tired companions, you see the walls of Masara ahead of you.
Is it on fire?
It is not.
Thank God.
Everything appears peaceful.
I say we get back to the captain and inform him immediately.
Yes.
And speaking
Bes-
of which, as you
beside-
approach the gate, the guards briefly stop you. You're wanted at the remote barracks next to the, or above the inn, where you met Drock before. He's requested your presence upon your arrival.
Oh, good.
Also, did I get paid for the first job? Or did I leave before they brought the money back?
You left because he was still gathering the funds.
You left, and yes, he mentioned that you would get paid as well when you met him yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
So that payment will be coming to you guys fairly soon. All right. So you guys make your way to the Sour Dragon Tavern and head upstairs to find Drock in the main meeting hall with a table, and he's working through some papers. Oh, you're back. Oh, this is excellent. You're all... Brunta, as he gets up and they embrace. What's wrong? You came back so much later than the rest. Are you okay? You look exhausted. Yes, I'm so tired. I had nightmares. And she pauses, squeezing him even tighter. And okay. I'm glad to see you're safe. And they quietly embrace for a few moments. So what happened? Drod finally breaks silence, looking to all of you.
Well, that's gonna be a particularly long story.
And
Where do we? It's like, where do we start?
So, do we want to just
TLDR it.
brevity summarize that you guys pretty much tell him of the entire encounter?
Yep.
Curse, burning and tigers and curses. Oh my!
Yep. So.
And magic swords.
Yeah. When that continuity, goddammit. The young girl that you guys rescued, she ended up sleeping through most of the travel, waking up shortly before you got to Masara. The guards take care of her for you to go bring her to the rest of the refugees to try to find her family as you guys came to the tavern. And Drock sits back down as you're telling the story, leaning slightly to the side, putting his thumb to his cheek and his fingers to his temple as he's just processing everything. It's gone? It's all gone?
Yes, unfortunately, we were unable to get there before everything was up in flames by the time we got there.
There was no chance for aid, Brunta speaks up. They saved me, and they saved her, but the city was gone within hours. I was stuck guerrilla tacticking against that thing for so long.
Though we might not be entirely without answers. It's like, I reach over to the bag of holding and I gesture to Rusty, like, if you would be so kind, Mr. Rusty. And pull out our guest out of the bag.
I will gladly do that.
Okay. You reach into the bag, you think of your
The kobold.
your special
Yeah.
guest.
Do I need to roll strength?
No, not for this.
Okay.
And you withdraw the tied up kobold who apparently just woke up because he was panicking throughout the night and eventually fell asleep in the bag. Glad that he still had air this whole time. As he looks around inside the building, he's like, no escape, no escape, no escape in his head. You captured one.
Yep.
Brunta, can you? If I do, it's my last ability of the day. Shit.
I'm sure there must be interrogation rooms and stuff.
He summons
Yeah,
a couple guards and tells them to bring it to a cell and isolate it as much as possible.
Yep.
We'll deal with this later when we have the resources.
We got one other problem, too. As I believe we probably already mentioned.
Yeah.
There was the case of the infernal ogre. I mean, yeah, it's an orc, sorry. Infernal orc, disguising itself as a member of the village.
I believed it also had markings of infernal as well.
Yes, but when it was disguised, it was the only way to detect it was via magic. So we didn't check any of the refugees because we
His
didn't
face
know
goes
about this till
pale.
afterwards.
Everybody's gonna be doing a double shift today. And he stands back up. Can any of you aid me in just trying to get a read on people? Make sure that there aren't any more of those disguised amongst the refugees. There's mostly in that store. A couple went to their own homes. I will take care of rounding them up. But if you lot could potentially join in, just asking a couple questions, getting a read of people. It will
Yeah,
take
sure.
hours to get through everybody. Thank you.
I will do my best, but it may be a bit hard because,
I'll
after
need,
all,
I'll need a little time to work on something, but I could probably have something ready to help with the proceedings a bit, anyways.
Take an hour or two. Do what you need to do.
Alrighty.
When you get to the inn, there'll be a guard on the upper floor. I'll have you guys take care of the ones on the upper floor. Just he'll tell you which ones still need to be processed. And he and Brunta will march out. Him giving Brunta an arm to support and help her walk a little bit easier. As you guys are left in the meeting room to your devices.
Alright, I'm gonna spend that time to just switch one of my prepared spells to detect magic, so I'll just start fiddling with some of my gizmos and gadgets.
Fair enough.
I'm gonna be attempting to make some sort of like hangover cure type deal. Just work on that.
All right.
Keep myself busy.
In that case, for efficiency, and to see how far along you get with it, go ahead and roll. I'm forgetting the tools.
Alchemist kit, I
Yeah.
believe.
Yep, thank you. Go ahead and do that, but it will be at disadvantage.
That one.
Oh,
You start just fiddling with the potion and bonk!
it explodes.
You just fall asleep in the herbs.
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Sounds about
you
right.
don't completely fall asleep, but you conk out and you knock over what you were working on. Unfortunately, losing maybe like 1 gold's worth of ingredients.
Dang
I'll
it.
just subtract a gold from my thing.
It wasn't much. You didn't get far in, but you're unfortunately 2 out of it. Until tomorrow, at least, hopefully. But yeah, so any of you planning any particular questions?
I kinda was thinking about going with someone to be like an intimidator or
Good cop, bad
something
cop.
to, yeah, like something to give them advantage or something, because I'm not smart.
Depends on how you guys want to handle these little questionings. And who
That,
you
that's what
team
I
up
was
with.
thinking.
So that is something to discuss
Um,
in and out of character, potentially.
Well, I figured what I was going to do is I'd start ritual casting detect magic, and just when I'm ready to
Right
start
before you
looking
go.
through the or when I'm ready to start looking through the people, just do the finishing touches to activate the 10-minute effect.
All right. So, after the first hour goes by, a guard briefly comes in and lets you know that there will be 3 people that will be at the end of the line that will be your responsibility first, and the guards will be working their way through the rest.
Mhm.
So, when you guys are ready to head over, you may.
Alrighty.
All right. Who's gonna take person 1, person 2, and person 3?
Question: would they have a record of like names of people who actually reside in that city?
Loosely, they're still trying to figure out who survived and who didn't. They're getting a tally of that right now as part of this whole debriefing process, with the guards having now this bit of extra info of being insightful.
Oh, okay.
So they're still trying to figure out how many people are missing / presumed dead. But
All right. So who's the first victim?
all right. As you get to the top floor of the inn, the guard says, "Last door on the left, last door on the right, and second to last door on the right." The one on the left is a human female named Erin. The next one was Merv, a dragonborn male. And another male human named Meta, who's a not quite young adult, but he's a grown-up child.
Oh, another child. He's got to be the one.
Anyways, so
So you say he's not quite an adult, but he's a grown-up child. So you're saying he's a teenager?
yes,
No.
Oh my god, how did I blank on that? I'm looking at the age of
No,
17
no,
right
he's just
now.
young. He's just young at heart.
More
He's
than
actually
you realize
62.
right now. But yeah, so who's gonna take Aaron? Who wants to go for Merv? And who's gonna take a look at Meta?
I mean, I figured I was just gonna like look into each room with my detect magic active and just
Oh
like,
yeah, we could do that
yeah,
first.
just like, do they have magic? Do they have magic? Do they have magic?
If you want to do that first,
Yeah.
all right.
So I'll just kind
Go down
of
the line.
take down my goggles a bit, just kind of tinker with things sitting here, and bada bing, detect magic.
All right. So, are you knocking, or are you just opening each door and peeking in?
Well, is there like a little slit in the top of the door?
It's an
Granted-
door, so no.
I mean, I could just open the door and be like, oh, sorry, wrong room.
Okay.
So I'll just go to the first door and be like, hello.
First on the left or first on the right? In terms of the three that you were.
Let's say first on the left.
All right. So the only one on the left. So you open the door. You see a human female, appears to be in her 30s, just sitting at in the chair, looking out the window, just contemplating at the moment. She seems a little out of it. Hears the doorway and oh, hello there.
Okay, so do I see any kind of an aura of magic around her?
Nothing whatsoever.
Okay. Oh, hello. Sorry, wrong room. My mistake. Sorry.
Oh,
And I just kind of,
must have forgotten to lock it.
shut the door as I.
They're in charge of locking their own doors.
I know, right?
They have the option to.
That's
It's an
odd.
they can't. Not
Oh, it's an inn. I thought they were in like
It's the
a
inn.
holding
it's
cell.
Yeah,
the inn.
I thought this
It's
was-
the inn.
I thought this was an interrogation room.
Oh no, the kobold got yanked off to wherever that is.
Okay, so
You
yeah, I'll
guys
just
are
apologize.
with the refugees at on the upper floor of the inn.
Okay.
All right.
So after that brief moment, you go to the other side, and I assume open the door.
Yep. No, again, same thing. Just kind of go like.
Peeking in,
Eh.
you see a dragonborn male in his mid-20s. He appears to have a couple stars on him, but as your detect magic looks over him, no sign of things. Oh, hello, are you here for the interview?
No, I'm just sorry. I was looking for I forgot what room was mine. I'm very sorry.
Oh, okay then. Have
Yep.
a good day, sir.
Bye. Okay. And
door?
it's like, okay, I close the door, start walking away. Okay, one more.
Okay,
I go
you go
to-
back a little bit. You open this door, and you see a teenager, about probably 16, 17-ish, male human. He's got
A young adult.
yes, he's got purple spiky hair, and he's got a bunch of cards laid out on the floor.
Tarot cards?
And no, not quite. As you look into the room, he doesn't appear to be very magical. There's a very faint presence, like magic could be like he has some magic capabilities, but there's nothing really active on him. Like you sense that he has some innate magical capabilities, and a couple of the cards have faint auras. Like they don't have much on them.
Mhm.
Oh, hello there. Can I help you? His voice is unnaturally deep.
He's trying to put on a show. Oh, my apologies, good sir. I rented a room and I heard the wrong. I went to the wrong room. I'm very sorry.
Oh, okay. Yeah, it must have been confusing with all of us kind of taking up space in here. Sorry about that.
No problem, sir. And I just kind of back out the door and I shut it again. Of course, I'd like to make one note here because this is a mistake on my part.
Mhm.
I didn't need to open any of these doors at all. Detect magic lets me see can detect
Oh.
magic through things as well, as long as it's the only thing that
Yeah.
blocks it is 1 foot of stone, 1 inch of common metal, or a thin sheet of lead, or 3 feet of wood/dirt.
Yep. And speaking of
The door is
retcons,
3 feet.
speaking of retcons, you guys kind of passed the refugees earlier, so I just retroactively did some checks in. Man, my dialogue worked perfectly because the only one that, that asked you about the interview was the Dragonborn. So that worked out perfectly. Whew, thank you, Dice. Okay, so you head back to the
All
party.
right, so I just get back to the party, but, I think words. What's your character?
Is that what you say to the party?
Kratom.
No, I'm trying to Kratom. Kratom was ready to go in there as well, wasn't he?
Yep.
All right, so I go over to Kratom. I'd be like, it's like if you want to interview him, go ahead. None of them seemed to be well. I mean, the young teenager at the end of the hallway seemed magical, but not like using an active spell, just more like magically inclined.
Uh-huh.
But none of them seemed like they were actively using or under the influence of a magical spell to alter their appearance or anything. So it's like you're free to give them an interview if you want. And there goes my phone breaking character.
What's a
One
phone?
of your
Excuse me, I
devices.
gotta take this call.
Excuse me, it's my sending stone that I don't have prepared.
How the hell does that have signal out here?
Sorry about that.
No worries. That was hilarious.
Shush.
This
Sounds
is a
sending
much
stuff.
more lackadaisical session.
Anyways, but yeah, so none of them seemed like they were actively under spell. Now, to be honest, I didn't check that when we saw that kid originally. I had no way of checking to see if whatever that orc was using was actively, like, detectably by magic. But none of them seem to be showing any signs at the moment. So
I mean,
we know.
have they seen like what? Oh, okay, so the rest of the group has no idea what kind of a transformation, whether it was illusion or whatnot.
I mean, we would. Yeah, I was gonna say we would. It's like we'd assume it's illusion, but I mean, we don't know if it was. Yeah. I just did detect magic because I figured it would be the most sensible thing.
Yep.
Yeah. So realistically, I mean, I could walk around town for a while and kind of just check to see if there's anybody that really kind of stands out as suspicious.
Yeah, you get the most use out of it that way.
Yeah, but in the sense of these individuals, I couldn't sense any magic from, well, again, except for the young boy at the end of the hall. But that's more of a magical inclination rather than is actively using a spell on himself.
With you saying that type of stuff out loud, the guard that's posted there goes, the garden that most people are setting up tents because the inn can't fit everybody. It's only about a 3-minute walk from here, and he gives you rough directions. If you want to go there and take a quick peek, because most of us left don't exactly have such talents.
Perfect.
I'll be sure to let Drock know about you doing this to verify our work as well.
Alrighty, perfect. I'll start heading over then.
All right. So I guess I'll go to the kid with cards first.
All right.
Open his door.
So
I think I might come with you.
Alrighty.
All right. So you two are gonna go there. I want to figure out what the rest of the party's doing. Is anybody going with Orin, or is anybody going to one of the other 2 rooms?
I'm still passed out, right?
You're not passed out. You're just out of it. You're for the most part staying with the party. I would assume,
Oh.
unless you wanted otherwise.
I thought I was still in the end, passed out.
I'll guide you around.
You'll guide me around? Okay.
Okay. Yeah, it's like yeah, because you can't quite fall asleep. Every time you do, you try to, you keep seeing the vision of your uncle again and again and again, and it's not getting any less worse.
That just sounds torturous, Bobby.
Yep.
Why? How could you?
Quite easily.
I'm the DM. Fuck you.
Fucking Vox, what are you talking about?
He's rolling with it. Anyways.
That's not where that goes.
What?
She's using a beholder very inappropriately.
Oh.
Oh.
Oh my.
Anyway, so yeah, okay.
Moving on.
From
You
beholder to
asked.
behind her.
We'll just we'll assume that you guys are going with Orin then for a little walk. Let the good cop bad cop interviews happen on these people. Oh god.
Alrighty.
Okay, so you just barge in and knock on the door. What do you do as you approach the second to last door on the right?
Just straight up open the door. Good morning, sir. Just have a few questions for you.
You see all his cards sprawled out. He's got a few variously colored things, some brown trim cards up in the upper row away from him, some pink and green cards on the bottom row, and he's got the little stat down at the bottom right. Hello. Can I help you?
Yes, we just have a few questions for you. We want to get a recount of what happened and what was the name of the city? Astara? Alia. Thank you.
Yep.
We just want to get an account of the things that happened in Alia. We were hoping you could enlighten us on your perspective of the events.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, all this official stuff. You guys aren't guards. And he's gonna. Nope, he doesn't recognize you guys.
No, we're not part of the normal guard force. We're hired to actually assist with the interviews.
Oh, okay. Yeah, well, I knew they were low on people because of everyone spreading out. Anyways, yeah. So, yeah, I was home when noises started happening yesterday morning, and it was just confusing. I was going through my things, practicing my knowledge, and thinking about. I'd love to be an adventurer at someday or something, but it looks like we're gonna need a new leader of arcane knowledge for the town, it seems. So, right, I forgot to be doing his voice so low. Damn it. So yeah, I heard the screams as things were really spreading throughout the town, and I collected my things. Panic was taking everyone, and suddenly fire started billowing up. I came across Brunta as she was running through the city fighting an unarmored version of herself, and she was shouting to have everyone assemble at the outskirts of the city. And as I got there were what few guards we had trying to defend the wagon as people were being loaded on who were injured. And as I turned around, I saw the smoke, and it was just getting bad, and we left. That's really all I know. So, you may go ahead and roll insight. Rusty, I assume you're providing help.
Yeah, some
So-
sort of advantage.
Yep.
So-
you're looking for any sort of tells on him, and you're just essentially like nudging him or something. So, Kratom, you may roll insight with advantage.
Okay.
Oh, wait.
Alright, so that's
You-
12.
What roll did you say again?
It would have been insight, but you would have been at
Insight,
disadvantage. That's why I said I assume you're providing help.
That's a 14.
All right.
Yeah, no, I thought you said investigative, which I have advantage on. which means
Investigation is
it's-
physical examination
Yeah.
of something versus insight is reading someone.
Yeah, I thought you said investigation. My bad.
Sorry, man. All right, no worries. Yeah. So the 14 you said? Yeah.
Yes.
You feel you get a pretty good read on him, and he's definitely shaken up. Like, he's distracting himself with his cards, but seems up and up. Everything seems legit with this one.
Okay. And did you notice anything strange about the other refugees, or any peculiar individuals that don't recognize?
No, I keep to myself mostly, so I didn't know everybody back in Alia, but I didn't see any strange faces aside from the occasional goblin and little dragony thing, not dragonborn, but even smaller, that tried to attack us. Thankfully, Merv and a couple others that were guards in training were able to hold them off for us.
Like a worm kind of thing?
No, it was like a lizardy type of thing. Kobold.
Yeah.
He just doesn't know what a kobold is.
Yeah,
But
I just wanted to.
as you mentioned that, he pulls out a blank card and starts scribbling on it. And it's a very childish drawing of a kobold, like something a 6-year-old would do, because that's the number I rolled for his thing.
Okay.
I'm
not the
6
best
years
artist.
old.
I get commissioned pieces mostly.
Alrighty. Unless my assistant here has any further questions, I believe we're all set.
Do you see anything in your cards of yours?
No, these are mostly things for my knowledge and recollection. I've got some spells, some common traps that are listed, as well as a couple monsters that are just out in the woods sometimes. As well.
It's like a deck of reference.
Yes.
I appreciate the fourth walling. But, alright, so I believe that does it. Enjoy the rest of your evening.
You as well, Sus. Alright.
Alright. So we just go down the line.
That's up to you two.
Alright, let's talk to Merv, the Dragonborn, was he?
Correct.
I say we get the individuals first. Because wasn't there a second one in with the Dragonborn?
No,
No, they're all in separate rooms.
they're all in separate rooms.
Oh, okay. Yes, the Dragonborn would be fine then.
Yep, because the purple-haired one that we just talked to did mention him. Want to make sure his story is consistent.
Yep.
So, open the door.
Alright.
Same deal. Good morning. Hope you're having a pleasant time as much as you can in these troubling circumstances.
He gives you a small grin. It's not a forced one. It's just not another Ron Room 1A.
No, we're actually in charge of interviewing refugees to try and get a feel or a sort of perspective on the events that happened in Alia.
Makes sense.
We were hoping you could answer a few questions and sort of enlighten us to that end.
Of course. It'll also be good practice for me for knowing what types of questions to ask when that becomes my job soon enough.
Your job, you say?
I was a guard in training. I was working under Brunta on occasion at Alia.
See, and where were you during the attack?
Oh, I was at my home at first originally because it happened in the morning, and I began to get ready for my training shift, and as I was starting to head towards the main perimeter, screams started emitting, and I, of course, ran towards them, wanting to do my job, and I saw Brunta fighting the unarmored version of herself, and she had a couple others already going to assemble what wagons we could. I stayed with the one that made it to the rendezvous point and held off a handful of goblins and some kobolds, and it was so strange to see them working together. They never do around here.
Surprisingly enough, they've been working together quite a lot in the surrounding area.
They have.
Much to many a traveler's dismay.
Oh dear. Give me a second,
Anyway,
I'll pull something real quick. Oh, okay. Oh, that's why you guys wanted us to avoid. Oh,
Come again?
that's why you guys wanted us to avoid the settlement nearby.
Yes, that was overrun.
I see.
The new tenants have been taken care of, though, so that area should be safe after some period of time. Can you? I don't think you mentioned where exactly the rendezvous point was.
It was at the edge of the city on southeast, so we could start heading straight from Masara.
Okay, and you didn't see any other assailants other than the goblins, kobolds, and the copy of Runta?
No, aside from them just scattered throughout the town, I stayed there, and occasionally a couple of goblins and kobolds showed up to try to prevent us from escaping, but we barely managed to take him out, he says as he's rubbing his shoulder, which has a massive scar on it, and some bandages over his forearm as well.
Let me see here. No, I'm not gonna waste something on that button. Anyway, last question. Did you notice any suspicious characters, any unusual persons you don't recognize, strange habits?
Amongst this town, it was...
Amongst the other refugees.
Oh, just gonna roll a thing for him, because, again, he's a guard in training. No, I didn't see anything like that. I saw a couple of my friends. A couple of my friends were missing. But...
And did any refugees join the group shortly after you exited the outskirts?
no, we didn't come across anybody upon us leaving until we ran into you guys on the path.
Alright.
Well,
Alright.
until we ran into them, and later you, that is.
Right. Okay, I do believe that just about does it. You enjoy the rest of your... Is it morning or evening?
Morning. It's like
Morning.
morning to like 10 a.m., 11 a.m.
Okay. Enjoy the rest of your morning,
So,
and we'll be on our way.
with this, go ahead and roll your insight, and I assume with advantage because of Rusty looking for any potential tells and stuff.
Alrighty.
I'm glad I gave you advantage.
Yes, and that is a 4 plus 2, 16.
Alright, yep. This one also seems completely up and up, really honest with you about everything.
Alright, the last one is female elf. What was her name?
Human female Aaron.
Oh,
Arryn.
Rryn. Human female. Alright, let's go through the motions. Open door.
Alright.
Good morning. I hope your stay is quite as comfortable as it can be in this troubling times. We just have a few questions for you.
Yeah, she seems a little jumped just because of the sudden intrusion again. But
Yeah, sorry, no, this is a
Yeah.
very tense time. We're just hoping to get a perspective, try to gain as much knowledge as we can and information about the events that happened during the attack on Alia. I was hoping you could provide any information on where you were during the attack and your
yes,
recollection of the events.
Of course. I was the one that found the body at the edge of town before everything happened. I tried to be brave and stay with it. Bruton came to investigate as people were arriving, and then the unarmored Bruta arrived and attacked her in the back.
Did the unarmored Bruta attack from within the city or from outside the city?
I didn't see there was too much of a crowd, and it just pushed through, and I heard gas, and when I looked, I saw it swing at her.
And can you describe a body? Was it someone from the town? Was it a stranger?
Sorry, what'd you say there?
Describe the body.
Oh, the body. The body was one of the one of the woodsmen that goes out to get firewood for everybody and just general supplies and foraging, like they always do shortly before dawn. The hunters and such.
I know this might be difficult, but is there any details that you could describe? Slashes, gashes.
I'm trying to remember if I gave you any of those details before. Like when you guys encountered them on the path before. I don't remember giving you guys any details once that. Did I?
I don't remember.
Yeah, I don't think that. Yeah, I'm pretty sure I didn't. They were just very confused and such. Okay. Yeah, it was like claw marks against his back, and he was just already dead.
Okay. And so you were still on the outskirts of the city when the attack started?
Yes, I was. It was essentially when it happened. We all scattered when it attacked Brunta, and she started fighting it back. We went to take cover in our homes, but then fires started, and everyone was screaming. It was panic for a while. Brunta was chasing herself through the town, and the only reason I could tell it was her was due to her armor. She was telling everybody to assemble at the southeast and to flee once nobody else seemed to be coming.
Okay. And did you see anything? Did you see any other assailants other than the copy of Brunta?
There were the kobolds and goblins and such that tried to attack the wagon and a few of us, but the guards in training that were there managed to barely hold them back. We lost a couple of them, but
Okay, and I won't take too much more of your time. Is there any? Did you notice anything suspicious or odd or unusual about the group of refugees that you traveled with?
no, I recognized pretty much everybody. The only ones that I didn't were people that were relatively new but had been there for a couple months. I just hadn't gotten to personally know them.
Okay. Now, these people that just came into town, are they all people from a similar section of town, or are they all scattered about?
They were other residents of Masara that came up here. I started in Alia after fleeing from... Give me a second. I briefly stopped in Mombasa, but I settled in...
Harohe Toll?
Yes, thank you. I hated that place.
Alright. Well, I believe that'll be all for today. Get some rest, enjoy the rest of your morning, and thank you for your cooperation.
You're welcome, sir. And go ahead and roll the insight on her with advantage.
Alrighty. Ten. Oh yeah. 22.
Yep.
Thank you,
Checks out with her.
advantage.
Everything checks out. Yeah, I mean, they all seem clean. What do you think, Rusty?
I concur.
And we cut to the to Orin, and I don't know if Vox and Robin have joined on the walk. What have you guys been doing? Just chilling back, or joining Orin on the walk to the little refugee tent town?
I'd say we joined.
Okay. Alright, so, you guys end up walking over there. There's tents mostly set up, and some people are still asleep. Orin, I know there's a lot of people to look through. Just give me a general perception check. And
Okay. I mean, the thing I'm mainly looking
Yep.
for is any traces of magic. And Ian, stop drawing on my table.
Okay.
all right, and then Robin,
I have,
if
like,
you
a-
want to look for any potential activity or anything, go ahead and roll as well.
Okay. I got a 16 on perception, and I have a 30-foot. I believe it's a 30-foot radius in terms
30-foot
of detect magic.
All right. You notice a couple little trinkets here and there that have like some bits of magic.
Mhm.
When you focus
Can that
on
device
it,
identify the magic?
it can identify
It,
the school.
yes, it can.
Oh.
It can tell me like
Which is why
the
I
school
am
of magic.
looking
So like
it up.
enchantment, illusion, etc., etc.
Gotcha.
But I'm mainly looking to see if there's anybody that's like got like a very clearly like like a magical
Yep.
Yeah.
aura, like something along the lines of like illusion or etc. etc.
Gotcha.
Just give me a second to look this up. 'Cause I forgot that. Most of the little magics are like extremely weak transmutation, but it's
Mhm.
like on like little lockets or
Yeah.
like music boxes and such that are likely based off of how weak the magic is, it can't be more powerful than a cantrip.
Yep.
So it's most likely like prestidigitation for like the effect of like a message or that's like a sound or something just left on an item for someone that is one of the few things they grabbed on their escape.
Yep. All right, and I think So pretty much just what about in
Yep.
terms of people?
Yeah.
Like
In terms of
Blech,
people
words.
and such, Robin is watching. Most people are asleep. Things just overall seem gloomy, but people
But no-
are happy to be
nobody's-
alive. There's
I was gonna say, but nobody's irradiating an aura of magic, is what I mean.
aside from the occasional faint thing, much like the
Yeah.
teenager in the room at the inn, nobody else is like radiating any sorts of powerful magics of any sort.
hmm Okay,
Just
so
some
like
dormant
nobody.
potential.
Okay, so nobody like actively with an illusion or a transmutation spell active on
Correct.
themselves. Okay.
And Robin you're essentially watching like, yeah, people are sad. They're just happy, but there's a little bit of checking around again, just trying to find if somebody that they knew made it. But the guards are keeping everyone relatively contained without issue. And everything is being provided to them, food, water. And the guards are helping what they can. But it seems everybody is here and accounted for. All right.
Okay. Well, so I haven't noticed anything, so that kind of concludes my investigation. Then it's like, yeah, there's nobody here that seems to be giving off any major vibes of problematic situations. I wonder if maybe that orc was just part of the invasion force. Maybe that kobold would know something.
So I assume the party's gonna group back up then?
As far as I'm aware of. Oh, yeah, no, I'll wait until everyone's here.
I mean, I'll start heading back. I'll be like,
Unless anybody wants to go to a shop or find any specific places or people or anything.
actually, no, there is one thing I want to do.
All right.
I need to find a store that sells mugs and shot glasses.
That would probably be back at the tavern, if anything.
I would like to avoid doing the tavern itself.
Um,
Clearly, there must be some sort of a good store in town that would sell glasses, and shot glasses.
you could try the general store.
I will head to the general store then.
Okay. As you're heading
I
to
hope
Papa
there's
Polga's,
nothing.
I'm just gonna double check. Anybody looking to do anything else?
I mean, on the way back, I'd just be trying to keep an eye out, look for any duplicates of people I pass by. Like, one person's entered a building, and then I see that same person walking from the opposite street.
Deja vu.
Fair enough.
Ooh,
Go ahead and roll that.
I'd
And
like-
Would that be perception?
that would be perception, yes.
that's
Rusty,
a good
you were saying?
idea. No, I was gonna say I'd like to do that
Nat
too.
20.
Oh, well, there
Oh.
we go. That's
That
two.
works. Everything seems to be functioning as well as this city can. Nobody seems to be duplicates or out of place or anything. There's a little bit of like hesitation sometimes being like, wait a second, but then it's like, oh yeah, no, they're fine.
You see
Okay.
Because
all.
things are a little jostled because of the influx of residents now, but things are for the most part behaving like they were the last time you passed through.
Okay.
All right, so Robin and Vots, are you guys gonna go with Orin when he mentions he's gonna go to the general store?
Where do you go to the general store? Yeah. I guess I
Gonna
can go
grab
with
some
him.
more.
It's right next to your other favorite place.
With the crazy old lady. Little
Yes.
lady, little old lady.
Both.
It's a joint family business.
All above.
All right. Yeah, so I'll just say that Kratom and Rusty, when you guys head back to the tavern to head back upstairs for essentially the meeting hall, the bartender does let you know that you guys will have another free drink for all your services, of course, later in the evening when he properly opens.
Awesome.
And you guys will head upstairs. Meanwhile, over at Papa Polga's. Hello, how can I help you? As the door opens.
Ah, hello there. You must be the titular Papa Paloga, yes?
Yep, that's me.
I was,
Were you here
what?
last time?
I forget, honestly.
I think you briefly.
Yeah,
did.
you were because you
Oh.
bought some potion crap.
No, I bought the potion stuff from the door, from the shop literally next, across the hall.
Oh, I thought that's where you were. Okay.
No, I'm going to Papa Polga, not, Mama.
Oh.
Not Mama Yabbas.
Yeah, not Mama Yappas.
Oh, yes.
Anyways,
How can I help you? And oh, hey, you're back as well. Wait. Yeah, you went in there.
it's like, well, I was looking for, just wanted to see if you happen to sell anything like mugs and, like beer mugs and like shot glasses. I've been kind of dabbling with the idea of maybe trying to play around with a bit of brewing myself, and I figured might be handy to have some glasses around, depending on what I make.
I don't have much of that stuff, especially since guards came in requesting some extra supplies because of all the refugees from Alia. Those poor souls. It's glad that they got out of there. But
Yeah.
I might have a couple things left in the bat scattered. Give me a second to take a look.
Yeah, no problem.
And he hobbles his way into the back. And he returns. I've got this one plus size picture. And he puts down like like it should be like a serving pitcher for like
Mhm.
orts sized,
Uh-huh.
but it's as a tall mug.
Hmm.
Like this thing is probably almost half as big as you. In terms of
For an
height.
extreme. I see. A mug for an extreme thirst.
Yep. And then I've got these. He's got little wooden shot glasses,
Yeah, this could work just fine.
but they're lined inside to prevent any spillage, of course.
Yep. Yeah, those will work great. I'll take both. How much you want for the for it?
5 silver for the lot, just because of how big this big boy is.
Yeah, sure. Sounds fine.
All right.
I'll-
And he has that exchange with you.
Alrighty. 81. Wait, no, not 81. 89.
Anything
I
I
can
can
do
help
math.
either of you with? He says, looking to Vox and Robin. How's that diamond you got treating you, Sonny?
Well, it's bigger than what I needed, but it works well.
Maybe bring it down to the smithy. Maybe he has some tools that could try to bring it down to a more adequate size of what you're looking for, and then you can get some money back and return the other portion to me, maybe.
Smithy? No, I'd want to bring it to a professional.
Fair enough. He's just the most experienced with his hands man that I can think of in this place.
Yeah, all you need to do is hit it with a hammer hard enough, right?
It's a diamond. It's gonna fucking destroy the hammer.
No, I think I'm all set.
Yeah, I'm all set too.
All right. So, I assume everyone's heading back to the tavern / upstairs guard outpost.
Sure.
Alrighty.
I look over to Vox. I'm like, hey, you still kind of out of it right now?
Hold on, I'll be right back.
Ah, he's definitely still out of it.
Yeah, apparently he's so tired, he's not quite paying attention. But, alright, so you guys make your way back to the Sour Dragon Tavern, and the bartender also lets you know that you guys are each gonna have another free round on him later when he opens. Oh yeah.
Wonderful.
Damn it! I keep forgetting the detail about Hoople. Back. So rewinding time for a minute. I'm so sorry.
Yes,
Yeah. So before all the interviews and everything, Hoople volunteers to essentially go around town and take down the posters that he had forgotten to after the concert 2 nights ago now. So he's gonna be off busy doing that. You guys briefly pass him and he'll give a little wave when you guys are walking back from Papa Polga's.
His
He's still
crayon
working.
drawings.
Yes. But he's still busy with that because he's doing that solo. This time, unlike when he was putting them up with the aid of the young guard, Billy. So yeah. You guys meet up, and any notes you wish to exchange, or just wait for the return of Drock?
I will say to the party, you think we should tell them about the experience that happened? And I flash the weird sword-looking thing.
Oh, yeah. I mean, did we not mention that? Maybe we did. I don't know.
Say you were gonna omit that earlier. You guys said you were gonna do a TLDR, so if you want, I will let you guys decide that now.
We
By
were so caught up in the
default-
experience of it all, we forgot to mention it.
Yeah, sure.
What is this?
The magic. Oh,
You don't
Dave,
know about
remember?
this yet.
Oh, yeah. You wouldn't know
character.
about this in character.
Yeah.
But
It was in the recap.
Any-
It was the blades falling from the sky.
anyway, yeah. If we all like to go upstairs for a moment to our rooms, I could share a little something. But we can do a little pre-game before the bar opens tonight.
You guys,
I got some.
Your rooms were at the inn, and
Uh-huh.
you.
Oh, is the bar different than the inn?
The bar is underneath the guard outpost. The inn is
Okay.
next door to that.
Never mind. All right, we'll have to save that. We'll have to save that
You
for
guys
later.
currently have the meeting hall alone to yourselves at the moment, because all the guards are busy with the other interviews
Mm,
and just being guards.
mm. No, I definitely don't want to share that in here. That's a bit too much of a fire hazard.
Ba-doom-tsh.
Oh, that wasn't a joke.
Bow, 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 bow. Bow, 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 bow.
So do we mention to the guard? Or to the captain, I mean?
I think we're just waiting for him to come back at this point.
I think he's
Yeah,
referring
but-
to in the previous
The-
telling of the events.
Yeah,
You
the
guys
sword.
mentioned The sword falls.
Uh,
Blade falls.
And that we kept some.
Yeah, because if you guys stayed quiet about that, Brunta would have also like respected your thoughts, but Brunta was present and conscious during those events as well.
Mhm.
So that is just a factor to consider.
I'll just say we included it.
Okay.
All right, so another hour or so goes by. It's afternoon, a little afternoon. God damn it. Little after noontime, Drock returns. Okay, so what did you figure out regarding the refugees?
Well, oh, go ahead.
From the 3 people we interviewed, all their stories check out. We have one novice magical practitioner, didn't see anything, was working on his arcane skill set when the attack happened. There was Merv the Dragonborn, one of the guards in training. Also moved to the outskirts of town. And there was Erin, a human female, who found a body of one of the local woodsmen on the outskirts of the city shortly before the attack started. Now, all these people, their stories check out, but I am curious if we have any surviving woodsmen in the refugees, since it seems they were hit first. They might have more information.
Unfortunately, no. They were gone according to what other witness accounts I've collected, and they were the easiest pickings. They were probably how the place got originally infiltrated. But I just don't
Yeah.
understand it. Everyone here is clean, and Brunta, with what energy she had, she checked a few of the other people in the inn while you guys were upstairs. I tried to help her as best I can, and everyone seemed clean to us as well. She's back home now, taking her rest. So she wanted to be able to help you two tonight, he says, pointing to Rusty and Vox, so you can get a proper night's sleep from the lack of energy you have from today, for whatever reason.
That sounds great. I'll take one of those.
You look
Oh,
like
well-
you could use it. No offense, sir.
Oh, also in regards to the investigation, we also, my Robin, Vox, and myself, we took a quick stroll through the refugee camp while I had a detect magic going on and couldn't see anybody using any form of illusory or transmutation magic. So
Ah.
I think
Did
in
you question
regard,
anyone?
I didn't. I specifically did not.
Most of them
But
were
in
still asleep, and just
In terms
Oh,
of what,
okay.
and
in
they were
terms of
also
what I
fatigued
was,
and such.
in terms of what I was looking for was just if anybody was disguising themselves via magic, such as the orc we found, which I suppose, now that I think about it, since we have that kobold, it's possible maybe that orc was part of the attack force, and perhaps he, when things started going south, tried to disguise himself before getting pinned. But I can't be certain on that. It's just a theory.
I can be. Brunta used her last bit of magic to use Zone of Truth on that thing. It was hesitant to say a lot, but we did confirm that it was working in tandem with that tiger thing, the goblins, it's the rest of its tribes. There's more of them, including the orc. That orc was something close to that tiger. It was essentially like a lieutenant.
No, not yet.
As far as we could glean. But
I wonder if that other town being attacked.
the settlement that you originally helped with.
Yes. Had anything else to do with his commander.
You said that the ones that were at the settlement were...
Nope.
the ones at the settlement were
in the middle of it.
a couple of kobolds and a dragon. No, a couple of kobolds and a goblin being led by a dragon.
Yeah, and they were the dragon was brass. The kobolds there were no, it was bronze. They were brass, but the ones the one that you brought back was green. So it's
Hmm.
but it's way too coincidental that these happened so simultaneously.
Perhaps some sort of a strange alliance taking place in the area.
It's
A
a
unification
worse
of
fear,
sorts.
but it's what I'm going to be assuming going forward, and why we're going to be trying to have everyone who is able protect this home that we're trying to build for ourselves. It's only been a couple years. Just can't catch a break. We named it Masara as a town of new beginnings, but beginnings are rougher than we hoped.
Nothing worth doing is ever easy. Otherwise, it wouldn't be worth doing.
Wise words. Yeah, it seems that with how thorough things have been, especially with your aid, and I'll definitely factor that into our attempt to pay you back for everything you've done for our little town. Well, I'll do as much as I can. The little those assholes in the council. Still too similar. Uh-oh.
Oh, we lost Alex. Oh, we lost Dave.
Uh-oh.
Oh, well, it doesn't show me as lost yet.
It just says Dusky Dawn is
Yep.
disconnected. Also, Alex is. Oh, there goes.
Ian. What the hell?
There goes
Ian
Ian.
isn't bad.
Mm,
Oh, God damn it.
interesting.
Is it maybe
Oh, there I go.
Is it an
Goodbye,
idle thing?
cruel world. Everything's gone.
Oh, shit. And now I've lost focus.
Then there were three.
Yep. I mean, you guys should hopefully be able to just reconnect. Okay. Yeah, but we can. Anybody want to take a break or something while I try to recollect my thoughts?
Yeah, you were just to give you a pointer in the right direction. You were talking about a council of assholes.
Yep. They still treat it as if they wanted to leave, and yet they're
Oh,
still
God, you're gone.
behaving as if we're still at. Oh my God, notes. We're at Haru Taul. Haruhe Taul. But we're not. The whole point of us leaving was so we wouldn't have to deal with that. And they're just trying to use this power. I've pointed it out to them, and they've already apologized. They're rethinking everything. Now they're looking into the stores to make sure we can properly pay you, be able to afford rewards for those who step up in the community to be able to build the additional housing and, of course, protect our little town. Stevens will be becoming a small city sooner than we anticipated, for both good and bad. I just hope we can get established trade routes, given all these unfortunate circumstances. It pains me so, but once everyone is able, perhaps you all could head to Haruhe Taul to be messengers for us as one last request from Masara to request aid so we can have more able bodies instead of having people be working around the clock and exhaust ourselves and our resources.
I mean, are they going to provide that assistance since you all just sort of left to try and avoid their influence?
They're the only close city that would have any resources because of that bastard Virgil. Some people there still hated him, but felt trapped. Maybe things could have changed with him having less people to try to have his influence over.
Oh yeah, that dude's an asshole.
You know of him.
Know of him? He's actually he's my father.
Oh shit.
That's where I'm from. Harul. I don't want to say it. Harutal.
Yeah, that
And
sounds
I didn't grow up with
professional.
him, but he biologically is my father.
I'm sorry for the life you were forced. He really is a piece of work.
What's his name? Vincent? Victor?
Virgil.
Virgil.
Virgil. Yep.
Ugh.
To Sylve, gotta
There
let the
were some
town know
plans of
not to do business with him.
a small revolution when we were leaving, but we figured it'd be easier to settle our own way and just leave far enough that it would be a hassle for him to deal with us. He was such a lazy piece of shit. He made sure to indebt anyone close to him that he felt he wanted power over and cast aside those who didn't. He gives you a solemn nod, Robin.
Yeah, I'll nod back. But yeah, I know my way around the city. I'd be happy to help.
That means even more, considering that it must be annoying for me to request you to go back there, so that is greatly appreciated. We owe you so much. Speaking of which, he whistles out the door, and a guard comes in, holding a sack of gold. Payment for your original mission, and we don't have much in terms of gold left to spare. He sets down the bag containing 1,000 gold for you all to split. And this is to also be split with Hoople. Last I knew, he was still taking down posters. Good lad, that one. Annoying as he may be. But this is for you to divide amongst yourselves. And I'll try to give you something of my own for helping with Brunta and everyone that has lost their homes. I'll try to get that to you tonight. I'll send it with Brunta when she comes back to take care of the rest of you.
Alrighty.
The rooms, actually, now that I think of it, the rooms at the inn are now all occupied, unfortunately. I'll make sure that this meeting room here is available for your use, so you may camp within the city rather than somewhere else. I apologize for the lack of accommodations.
I'm
I mean, given
used to sleeping in rough situations.
given the circumstances, I mean, can't really blame you.
I appreciate the understanding greatly. Now, if you'll excuse me, I've got more work to do, more reports to file, people to convince, and try to pull from the vault one of my possessions to offer to you. Good day, and may you rest well tonight. And Duroc heads out. Alright, so everybody can go ahead and add the gold to your tallies.
Should be 166 gold, and then there's like a 0.67 afterwards, so silver, technically.
166 for each of us?
Yes.
Okay.
And then what, 67 silver?
Yes.
Through trading and distribution. Yeah, just go ahead and add that. I'll just say round it off, no problem. So that because especially with you guys advancing so quickly and how much you guys managed to pull off in the combat last time, a little round up is no
Lieutenant.
problem.
Well, I mean, did you really want me to like go into like full detail, being like, okay, it's 190, it's 160 some 166.66666666667.
Exactly. Just last time you guys did the slightly distributed off, but yeah, fuck it.
Mhm.
Yeah. So you guys have a bit more money now. Not much, but it's something. Not much left that I have planned aside from if you guys wanted to just chill at the bar tonight, and then
I
to
was-
returning.
I was kind of thinking to going to either the blacksmith or magical shop.
All right. Is there anything else that anybody else would like to do?
I would like to be decursed.
Yep, that'll be happening tonight once
Yeah.
Brunta finishes her
Yep.
actual rest.
Actually, that reminds me. It's like,
No, what-
go ahead.
What time of day is it?
By this point, afternoon, maybe close to 1.
Oh, okay. So I think I'll stop by Mama Yaba's.
All right. So once again, Rusty and Kratom are gonna be headed out. Anybody joining them?
I was gonna just say,
Chill in the meeting hall.
I was gonna chill in the meeting hall, but I was gonna look over to Vox and be like, "You still feeling a little groggy there, friend?
Oh, I feel like absolute fucking dog shit.
Let's. I might have something that can give you a little more pep in your step until the whole decursification can happen."
What kind of pep we talking about here?
Gallons.
I pull out 2 shot glasses. Actually, no. Robin, are you still here?
Or
Are you still hanging out in the meeting hall?
Yeah.
Okay. I'll pull out 3 shot glasses then. And be like, and then I pull
a
out
third?
from the back. Well, I thought you sold me like a set of 5.
It was 2 shot glasses in the bid pitcher. The
Oh.
really big one. Although you probably... Do you have any empty potion vials, maybe?
I have plenty of vials.
I mean, I probably no. I don't think I have any empty bottles.
I got plenty of vials.
You got the 2
Okay,
shot
fine.
glasses and the big mug.
Yep. All right.
Yeah,
I'll
you're
pull.
gonna get the big
I'll,
mug.
I'll pull out the 2 shot glasses for them first, and I'll pull out my alchemy jug from the bag of holding. I'll be like, I got something in here that I got the other night that I did on the down low a little. Don't tell the guy downstairs. It'll give you a bit of a kick if you want it.
I could use a good kick in the ass.
Oh, this'll be good. I mean, I'd love to help. So I uncork one of the sides and I kind of fill in the 2. I fill in the 2 shot glasses and cork it back up and be like, "All right, both of you. Well, if you would like to join in, Miss Robin, both of you, go ahead, take a shot, and I'll have a shot afterwards once one of the glasses is returned because I'm not putting it in." I pull out the giant mug. This thing. I'm sure I can find a use for it at some point, but it's certainly not going to be for this.
I kind of want you to.
It's the party mug.
Turn it into a fucking keg.
Alright, I down the first shot.
All right.
The first shot.
Roll a Constitution save.
Yes,
Got it, Dave.
actually.
Oh, okay.
I'm assuming this is with disadvantage, or is it only ability
saving-
checks?
It's only ability checks. Saving throws
Okay.
are not affected by first level exhaustion. I believe that's second level.
That makes sense. Oof.
Are you gonna be okay
It's an
there?
8.
Oh damn! This is some burning hot whiskey. And there, when you you reflectively burp a little bit from it going down, and there's a decent little cloud of smoke.
Well, I'm not used to blowing smoke, but
So that's what happens. I mean,
But boy, is it hot.
All right,
I say.
I took mine too, and I got a 12 on the saving throw.
All right. With that, you have it's a little hard to get down, but you get it down, and it's mostly like steam and like very light smoke that like it escapes you.
I'll try to blow some O-rings with it.
You managed to get one. Because it wasn't too much on this batch, but ooh, you managed to do it with style.
Roll a performance check.
No. But you guys can feel the effects of the alcohol. It's there. It's not impeding, but it's there.
Yeah.
I can fire whiskey.
At least it wasn't poison.
I mean, I could make that. I don't think you'd want it. Not for this, anyways.
I'm gonna go back to attempt to do like similar to what I did before. Are you having fun over there?
It sounds like it.
He said I was feeling the effects of the alcohol. What can
Oh
I
my
say?
Um,
What have I done?
yeah, I'm gonna go back to what I was doing before with like the fuck, like
Attempted
hair of the
hamburger.
dog type mixture. Yeah.
All right. Because of being woken up enough by the shot, I will let you roll this as a straight roll.
Drunk alchemy.
Yep.
Damn it.
Drunk science.
Is it a straight roll,
Straight
or do
roll.
I add proficiency? Oh, I add proficiency, right?
Oh yeah. Like instead of
so it'd be a
disadvantage, I'm
9.
looking at the roll.
Yeah, it'd be a 9.
Fall asleep
You
again.
feel it's a little off, but you got something going here. It's just not ready yet.
Okay.
Oh yeah.
Maybe that'll be ready for.
Cutting to Mama Yabas in a bit.
I know at this point that I can't go to sleep, right?
Anytime you've been trying, you pretty much have that nightmare or other troubling thoughts that essentially prevent you
Alright.
from being able to rest,
So
unfortunately.
I
I'll
was just-
basically
I was gonna
try
say,
and like
depends. How-
continue it, trying to make something that'll like keep me going through the night, so I'm not like totally fucking miserable. Almost like a coffee type thing.
Made sense.
Oh,
And that'll definitely be easier to, or, I already made this DC pretty low. But
What are you
rolls
making
are
there?
not open,
Oh.
God damn it.
I could cast sleep on you.
Ben,
Mark.
how much more whiskey do you want to drink?
Because I mean, you can sleep. It's just a
was
matter
that a
of whether or
legitimate
not you
question?
Rest.
I mean, do you want it to be a legitimate question?
Go into my bag and I pull out a vial. It's like, eh.
Eh?
Eh.
I'm not sure what
Phil.
you mean by eh.
Phil.
Phil, okay. I'll have this one with you. I'll fill his vial a little bit. I'll fill my shot glass.
And as you clink and prepare to roll con throws, we'll swap over.
I assume a vial's
Oh, I'm
like
fine.
at least 2 or 3. Maybe probably like 3 or 4 shots, I'd guess.
Oh,
I don't know exactly.
If
I'm not
that,
doing the
then
whole thing, but
Oh, okay. You're gonna be sipping at it.
no, it's kind of like, here, fill this, and I'll make this last.
Okay. While it's being poured and you guys are preparing to bev out a little more, the door. I assume you guys just walk right into Mama Yaba's, Kratom, and Rusty.
All right, I'll be right back.
Say hello. I'm back.
Oh, hello there. What brings you back so soon?
Oh, I've come into a bit more gold, so I was wondering if you had more to sell.
Well, I haven't exactly had a chance to replenish my stock.
I can't quite remember what you had left. Are you all out of healing potions? I remember selling you some ingredients at some point, but I doubt you had time to make anything of it.
Yep, with everybody that's come in, I've been trying to provide a couple herbs here and there. I don't have too much, but I still have my normal stores left over. I have one basic healing potion still, one greater healing potion at 125. Base is 45. The water breathing potion has one more of that, and has the handful of healing ingredients and other ingredients.
Okay, so how much for the normal healing potion and the greater healing potion?
45 for normal, 125 for greater.
125, 45. Math, 170 for both. I'll take them.
Very well then. And she collects them up from behind the counter, sets them in front of you, and you now own those potions.
Alrighty. Well, it's a pleasure always coming around here. Good to see you in good health, and enjoy the rest of your evening.
You as well. It's gonna be a long night. I'm trying to use some of those ingredients from earlier to brew enough to help those that have fallen more gravely injured than others.
But nice to see the thing putting to good use.
Indeed. Thank you for the ingredients.
Yeah, no problem at all. Alright, so I'm all set.
Alright. How about you there, my strange fellow? She says.
Can
looking
you
at
identify magical items?
I can attempt to. I don't usually do it that often.
And then I just pick up and put down the sword, the magical one.
Yep. Oh my. This is a really strange thing. You believe it's magical. Alright.
I will point out the blood on the tip.
It was pretty much like wiped off as you were pulling it up.
Oh, okay. I thought it was still there. Gotcha.
Nope, it's not permanently ingrained in it.
Hmm.
And just over time in the travel and the rest and the movements, it wouldn't have really stayed on that well. There might be like a residual little bit of a stain, but not much.
I'll still point it out and be like, could you, if you could, possibly identify to see if whoever casted this is... what am I thinking of? It's like Fae, Fiend...
The nature of their race.
Yes, thank you.
That's a tall ask. I'll give it a good shot, though. Oh, Mama Yabba, here we go. All right.
Do it, 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 do it.
There's definitely something interesting about this. I can sense it's got dormant magic, but it's inactive.
Are you saying I could activate it somehow?
Good luck figuring that one out. But potentially. I can't even get a fix of what type of effects it might be. Last I knew, the wizard that potentially could help you with this was living in Alia, but I haven't heard of their return. Flashback to when you guys saw Brunta picking up a wand and spellbook from a very mutilated corpse.
Yep, I'm just gonna keep quiet. I'm not even. I'm just
Yep,
gonna.
that just flashes in your head for a second.
Yep.
Mm-hmm.
Nope.
Mm-hmm.
Not gonna. Not my job.
You can just see the Windows loading icon in his eyes.
You hear the dial-up modem.
Eater,
Yeah, pretty much. But yeah. Yeah, there's definitely something magical about this, and it feels like it should be powerful, but it's just locked away, and it's a mystery. It's the best I can get for you. And that was a good roll she got, too.
Do you think it is activated through a word of some kind, or do you think something else?
I deal with potion magic. I don't deal with weapon magic. I don't know shit.
Maba Yaba telling you like it is.
How much do I owe?
You've done a lot for these people. They only have so much they can pay it back with. I'll let this one be a freebie. And Maba Yaba doesn't give freebies much.
I will give her 6 gold and say, for your kindness.
I'll put it towards my potions for the people. And she just gives you a nice little smile.
Thank you. I appreciate it. And I will walk out the door.
All right.
Are you coming, Cretum? Or are you going
Oh, yeah.
back to the tavern?
No, I was already outside.
You guys gonna head back or head anywhere else real quick?
I'm all
I was gonna
set.
Go to the blacksmith.
Yeah, right. You gonna head back, Dave? Or sorry,
Yep.
Tatum? Alright, Kramer's gonna head back, you guys part ways. So we'll just continue, alright, we'll cut back to the
The drinking
upstairs of the
game.
tavern briefly. So, Alex, are you back yet or not yet? Not yet. Alright, so in that case
Well-
we'll stick with Rusty.
I was gonna say I did roll.
How many
for that.
shots have you consumed?
That's
Alright,
what
I'm
I'll
back.
get to.
Well, I've just had the one.
Oh, I'm sorry.
I just forgot to unmute myself.
No worries. All right. So in that case, so Jim, Orin, what was your roll? Vots, if you wanna. I assume you're sipping it over time.
Well, I'm gonna do basically, I guess one glug is one shot, essentially. I guess.
I mean, yeah, I am pouring shots after all.
And Robin as well, if you're continuing as well.
Shot, shots.
Guess I'll take one more.
It's been
Oh,
a long
better natural
or
one.
whatever it was. 12, you said.
Oh.
Yeah.
All right. Much like Robin last time, you managed to keep the cloud contained, but a little bit of steam and a light bit of smoke escapes. It burns, but
Oh,
it's a
mm.
welcome burn especially in your state.
Blow a dragon.
Make sure all 4 corners.
My crit failed, so
Woo!
Oh,
My hopes and dreams.
Oh dear.
Okay.
this dice is going to jail. Like,
So,
Just delete it.
given that angle, I want Orin and Vots to do dexterity saving throws, please.
Okay, should I give you my con save
Oh,
first
Jesus.
though?
Yes.
Blackjack.
Yeah, you hold that liquor down, no problem.
Oh
like
no.
you're a professional or
There's a
something.
very faint puff when you go when you go to speak, but it's almost nothing.
You said a
16 on my
dexterity.
dex save.
Dexterity
You said it-
save.
Ooh, that's a 5.
incoming.
oh,
You rolled a 3.
I rolled a 3 and I have a +2.
Oh God.
Robin?
yeah.
Oh wait, no, sorry. Vots, what was your dexterity save?
16.
Okay, 16. You managed to dodge out of the way of this, but when Robin goes for taking the full shot again, so confident from last time, this one doesn't sit as well as last time, and
I'm getting
It's
burned,
her
aren't I?
windpipes.
there's a little firebolt that essentially you cough out. Orin, you take 3 points of fire damage.
Oh shit. Sorry, guys.
Pretty much.
That's what I call whiskey breath. Ugh, gonna need to do my hair again. Is this soot?
There's
Do you have
there's
hair?
a tiny little
This
spot
is
at the
soot.
tip of one of your hairs.
Or do I still have eyebrows? Oh, hold on a second. Okay, that's fine. Okay, the eyebrows are still there.
Okay. And
Don't need a repeat incident of last time.
just as after this happens, Kratom, you literally turn the door to hear the sound of fire sizzling out as you enter into the.
Is everything okay in here?
Oh yeah, no, everything's fine. Don't. Yep. Nothing but soot. Don't.
We're
You've got a little bit of a cyanide mark
Can I
on your.
interest you in a drink?
Sure.
And with that, let's cut over. Rusty, as you appear at the blacksmith's, you see that somebody has just been recently dropping off a package, and he's pulling it off the counter and opening it up as you approach.
Hello.
Ah, hey, you're back then. What you need this time? He says as he looks down at the package, which has his new buffing tools in it.
You see that? That's mine now.
These aren't for sale. Put them aside.
I was hoping you could help me with something.
I mean, I can, depending on what it is. What
I
are you
flop
looking
down
for?
the greatsword.
Oh, his eyes go wide and he lights up. Oh, he reaches up, pulls it gently off the counter, and is holding it delicately, and just
What
examining
is
it
this?
closely.
Do you know?
Lad, I have no idea, but it is amazing. 1 second.
I assume Bobby's still listening. I want to try and find information in case that wasn't obvious about the swords.
Alright, I'm back. Sorry about that. So yeah, I have no idea what this material is, laddie. I have never seen anything like this in my life, but it's perfect. It's perfectly edged, and like as he's like holding it, he gently, ever so delicately, goes to tap his finger against the edge of the blade, and it does a perfect little paper cut. Ah! I barely even touched that sucker.
Bobby, out of character.
Uh-huh.
Do you think I could integrate this blade into my arm like the other one?
The other one is, because you wanted to integrate it, it's got the greatsword stats, but it's not like so wide as one. It's a bit narrower. It's wider than a long sword, but it like you barely fit that into your arm for that integration. This thing is much
okay.
longer and much wider. This one is, like I said, Cloudbuster sword style for your back.
That's right. That's right. So I will say to him then, do you think you could examine it and find out anything more about it?
Well, do you have any knowledge of this? Like, where the fuck did this come from? Where the
ground.
hell did you get that? What do you mean
The
it
ground.
was just on the ground?
Sticking straight up from the ground.
Who the fuck would just put a sword this beautiful right down into the dirt? That's such a disgrace to this beautiful craftsmanship. I can't even find a fucking seam between it and the hilt. As he gets a better look at it, it's like, there is no seam. It's one piece. There's no real grip. You want me to put a grip on this for you?
If that will improve it, yes.
Well, it'll be better than it sliding out of your hand or cutting. I don't know what the hell it would cut on you, but maybe. As he looks at your metallic hands.
Yes, please do.
I'll do that for cheap, especially for something this big. Only like 2 gold for my time on this.
And if you could figure out anything more about it, that'd be great. And I will pay him 1 extra gold.
So 3 gold instead.
Yes.
I'll see what I can, but there's not much I can do. I mean, it's a blade. You think it's magical?
I know it's magical.
Oh,
I've had it examined at Baba Yaba's, Mama Haba's.
Mama
What was
Yaba.
it?
Mama Yaba.
Mama Yaba. Thank you.
oh, I would have suggested you potentially figure that out with her, but if she says it's magical, I'll see if I can
It's
figure
innate
something out.
magic.
But
So be careful.
it's what?
Innate magic. Be careful. I do not know what kind of magic either.
She didn't know what type of magic this blade has.
Correct.
Holy shit. Alright, just give me a few minutes to work on the hilt for you, to give you a proper handle, and then, yeah, I'll take a closer look, but I'm not seeing any runes or anything on this.
I will pick it up tomorrow.
Oh, okay, it should take me less than an hour tops, really.
To examine?
Yeah. There's
All
not
right.
much here to examine, it's just perfect.
I will wait then.
Alright, as you wait, he essentially gets some spare leather, manages to secure itself as tightly as possible around the blade, or around the hilt of the blade. Thankfully, at the end where the blood was is slightly wider, so it adds an extra layer of security, so the grip cannot potentially just slide off. And yeah, it becomes much more easy to wield. And she looks at it for a while, but eventually hands it back to you. Yeah, no, I'm just stumped. I can't even tell that it's magical. But
All
you
right,
say
thank you
it
for your
is,
time.
So thank you for showing me that beautiful work.
And I will head back to the party now that I have a grip on my sword, because that will probably be important later.
Oh, as part of the thing, do you have you wouldn't, well, then again, you do have the great sword, but it's not set
What?
up for it. I'm thinking for your carrying of it. He helps, especially since you tipped in the extra gold, he essentially gets you a couple extra straps that he lines with a little bit of metal so that the sword can stay against you when you sheath it on your back or wherever you decide
okay.
to set it up. And it won't cut through the leather straps.
They'll probably be on the back.
Yeah. Alright, and you head back. And as you head back, alright. So Kratom, do you indulge in the drink?
Oh, of course.
Alright, anybody who is for round 3, go ahead and roll some constitution saves.
I'm quite alright. We still got free drinks below.
You're also a little
Let's see.
unhinged.
It's a con save. 7.
Oh, I'm just, as he goes for the drink, I'm actively making sure I steer clear of his face this time.
you scoot a little bit more to the side.
Yep.
And oh boy, does this drink burn like no other you've had. And you cough a couple times and a couple little batches of smoke come out of you.
Oh. Oh. Well. Oh. That's not normal.
So as he's figuring that out, I'm gonna take mine.
Oh god, you're having a third? That's gotta be
Yes,
like
a
2
whole vial.
constitution saves at this point.
Oh Jesus. Okay. 21.
Okay, you managed to handle it this time. It's only a little bit of smoke. You're getting a little bit used to it, you think.
The basic strat: just hammer a bunch early on, and then
But
you're good for a
considering
while.
you've had 3 full rounds now, roll an additional saving throw for something else.
I was
Oh,
going to say,
boy.
where's that Fall Guys music again? I think he might need it.
Oh.
Oh no.
Oh,
There's a
yes.
guy.
What is it?
There we go.
What's the roll?
Am I muted or something?
I just didn't hear you over the music.
Oh.
He
3 on
rolled
the
a
die.
three.
I don't know what type of roll it was.
Con save.
Con.
Oh, then 5.
Okay. You pass the fuck out.
Yay.
Fall Guy.
I warned him
Having
that would
nightmares,
happen.
But you ain't waking up from these ones. You're stuck in it.
Oh no.
So look,
What was
Fun.
that?
Oh well, that is. I'm assuming a billow of smoke is just continuing to come out of Alex's mouth.
a faint little
or Box's
yes,
mouth. Yeah.
And he's,
Is he going to be okay?
Oh,
he's
it's
murmuring and rolling
What-
and groaning
well,
in his sleep,
aside from the curse,
quote unquote.
I think he'll be fine. Aside from the curse,
Is he slowly catching on fire?
no.
No, it's just
Oh.
a very, very faint light trickle of smoke, just slowly emanating perpetually.
Anyways, this here, and I was like, you gotta keep this quiet from the guy down below, okay? Don't let the barkeeper know I got this.
He coughs.
Meanwhile, the bartender, achoo!
Exactly.
Huh.
Exactly.
Why my
That's
ears
a
burning?
disturbance in the force.
Yeah, it's like this here is Dragonfire whiskey. I got a sample of it the other night from the innkeep, and I put it in my jug here to try to replicate it, and it's working pretty well. It doesn't make a lot, but it does make some.
It's 2 gallons worth. It's fine.
I think it's 1 gallon. I believe Bobby and I agreed on.
Oh, it's 1
It's
gallon.
still a lot.
It's still a lot because
It's a lot of whiskey.
it's whiskey. It's like this is whiskey. You're taking shots.
Dragon's Fire whiskey. Was the barcape named Dragon?
No, it's just a very fancy kind of whiskey that, as you've seen, tends to make you cough up a bit of smoke. It sometimes in I just kind of like quickly glance over to Robin. In some cases, makes you spit up a firebolt.
The singeing in the face and right.
Yeah. It's like, but yeah, if I would appreciate it if you didn't mention it to the guy below, because while I did pay for it, probably wouldn't be happy to know that I'm replicating it. Call it a gut.
It's
Call,
stash.
call it a gut feeling.
And Jim's alignment changes to neutral. I'm kidding.
I don't know what you're talking about. What I'm doing is completely lawful.
I didn't say what type of neutral.
Yep.
Anyways. Alright. So a couple more hours pass. You guys get to essentially the equivalent of a short rest, except for the tossing and turning Vots in his tormented sleep. Eventually, Brunta arrives, knocking on the door as she enters. Oh, hello, everyone. She looks much better now.
Oh, hello there. You're looking a lot better.
Yeah, no nightmares this time. It seems your hunch of it being a curse was correct.
Well, that's good, because we have a problem here, and I point over to Vox.
Oh, and she just looks up. There's this small, just the ceiling has a small pool of smoke because it has nowhere to go.
Don't worry about that part. It's more so the part that he is asleep.
Oh, well, I'm glad I didn't get that far enough in that I had smoke coming out of me. Jeez, what type of curse is this? As she goes
That definitely.
Yeah, curse.
It's like, yep. Absolutely.
She goes over and casts Remove Curse on Vots, whose nightmares end immediately, but he is passed the fuck out. And goes over to Rusty and casts it as well. Are you okay? You were quiet and you were the other one that was hit.
Yes, I should be fine.
Okay, well,
Just
good luck
dreams are complicated.
Sleeping tonight. And yes, they sure are. My father wanted me to offer you something of his personal, and she pulls out as I make this up. Oh, fuck. She pulls out a short sword.
knife stabbing.
It's a short sword that is very faintly glowing as she pulls it out of its sheath. This is not much, but it's a better weapon than the standard ones. Basically, it is a +1 short sword that is being gifted to the party. It's unfortunate that we don't have something for all of you, but it's the most valuable thing he had to spare. It was his blade for many years, and one I trained with growing up. And
Oh, thank you very much.
She holds it out. Who would make best use of this?
Definitely not me.
No, I'm good.
I'm pretty sure that thing is as tall as I am.
I will just use my head to just kind of point at the new sword I have on my back.
Ah, yes. Those things. I mean, you all did get a good one of those at least, but... well, you could potentially sell this one to make some extra money somewhere.
Personally, I still believe it belongs to you.
Yeah, it's basically a family heirloom. To sell it would feel wrong.
I have my own, and my father has his own. This is an old one, and
And a cherished one at that.
with the work I'm in, I haven't had any thoughts of settling down for a family. It wouldn't be much of an heirloom if there's no family to pass it down to. I may change my mind in the future, but with my line of work and how close it almost ended yesterday, I have no qualms with this going into better hands who can give it a chance to do more good for the world than it would in mine.
Then we shall save it in your place,
Very well.
and I will take it.
So yeah, the party has a +1 short sword to
Throw around like a
figure
juggling.
out later, I guess.
I mean, I guess I could take it if no one wants it.
Yeah, I was gonna say, it's like, who here has martial weapon training? Because I don't.
I have two great swords.
I mean, I guess we could like cast it with catapult or out of the cannon, but that just seems like
Oh yeah, let's shoot the fucking heirloom out of a
voiced
cannon.
interest. Robin voiced interest. Brunt is gonna leave. I figured it'll be probably best in this case.
I will hand it over to Robin.
So yeah, Robin,
Thank
you have
you.
a +1 short sword now. All right.
I will suggest to the party that they also get their newly acquired weird sword grips.
Yeah, showing off the new handle of yours.
Yeah. I mean, it's a sword,
Yep.
and
So, who's gonna be interested in going to the smith's shop?
I guess I could go.
I'll go. Could use a grip.
Doesn't hurt to have.
I think Box needs a bit of a grip
Hey,
right now
Box, get a
too.
grip.
Right,
a
he's
different
passed out. I
kind.
was about to say. Oh,
Yeah,
wait,
I'm still passed
I
out.
kind of forgot.
He needs a different kind of grip.
So yeah.
Episode
Box-
4: The party
I-
gets a grip.
Oh god damn it! I hate that's the perfect title.
Save me one.
I'll stick a finger in your ear with Mage Hand and wake you up your nose.
I'll let that be another saving throw to try to wake up.
Oh, I could make a clap. I could make a symbol monkey trinket to like put right next to him and go like, ting ting ting.
Okay, so this saving throw will be with advantage.
With advantage.
Yes,
He's that conked out.
he got a nat 1 after a while. Or...
That's true. He did drink quite a bit.
What was it? Con?
Yeah.
It's a 17 then.
All right. Yep. You wake up. Smoke is no longer trailing out of your mouth, though there is
Aw.
a concerning, like pool of smoke on the ceiling. It's a shallow puddle on the ceiling.
Did I do that? No.
Man, it's
Okay.
amazing what heartburn will do to you.
Can humans produce fire?
So that'll be the equivalent of essentially a short rest because of the time that you were passed out without the curse. I'll give you that. But you're still gonna need the full rest overnight.
Well, at least go from 9 hit points to something different.
Spend pretty much all your hit die heal up.
What's it for D6?
D6 plus con each individual die.
That's what I could have done. I'm dumb. Oh well.
So yeah.
Really?
So in that case, I guess pretty much the whole group's headed to the.
I have 11 plus 3, 14. Yeah, I'm in better shape now.
So pretty much the entire group. Rusty, are you gonna be going with them or heading back on your own?
I had my mic on mute the whole time.
You could bring in more customers and watch him have a heart attack.
I'll just go with the group since
Okay.
nearly everyone's going. Why not?
All right. So everybody wanders down to the Spit and Fire. Oh, hello, everybody. Okay, you're back to get. How can I help you all?
I brought
Well,
them for grips.
What?
Yeah, our friend here, he showed us the fine craftsmanship of the grip you made for his fancy ground sword, and so we thought we would come with our fancy ground things as well, and also ask for a grip.
Wait, what? As you guys just lay out.
I just pull
all
up
the
the
weapons.
dagger and just put it on the table.
Throw it at him.
What the fuck? How in the hell did you all get one of these?
Did you
Well,
want one?
He stares at you very intently. Maybe? If you got one? To spare?
Well, which town was it? It was
Alia?
Alia. Well, if you go to Alia, I'm sure there might still be some swords there.
You
For
mean
you
the
to
fireball? As he points, and there's like, because of how long the fire had been burning, there's like, if you look where he's pointing and look very closely, there's the faint plume of smoke, like because of how
Yeah.
big it got for a while.
Yes, from over
It's
there.
probably dissipating by now, but son, nobody other than you adventurers are gonna be leaving Masara for a while. It's a shame it's over there. Maybe I'll get lucky and be able to hire an adventurer to go procure something, but then they'll probably just want to walk off and sell it elsewhere. Then again, if I pay, as he mumbles to himself, right. Just one gold each for the rest of you, since I've got to use less materials for these. But you're all gonna want hilts for these things too, aren't you? Or
I mean, I
or
do.
whatever I can manage.
That would be beneficial to our palms, yes.
Yeah, it would. All right. So that's gonna take me a while, especially for making scabbards for the daggers. Do you want just a hilt or a full-on scabbard for the short swords there? That'd be Robin. I think the rest of you only took daggers aside from Robin, right?
I think so.
I took a longsword.
Longsword, okay. Oh yeah. So yeah, definitely a scabbard then for the longsword. All right.
Mhm.
This will probably take me a couple of hours. I'll be able to get everything done by then. If you want to wait around, you're welcome to, but it's gonna be a while, especially for the scabbard, milady. And he will get to work after procuring 2 gold from Robin and 1 gold from the rest of you.
Well, how much gold was it? 2 gold, you said?
2 for Robin, 1 gold for the rest of you, because it's a lot less
Oh.
material.
Okay.
Daggers don't require as much to cover. Ah, boy, I'm gonna have to put in a request for some leather soon at this rate. But this will be quite the tale that I worked on. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 Mastercraft type weapons, but like they're pristine, they're perfect, and yet you all found them in the dirt. How much of a disgrace by whoever owned them previously. And yeah, so for the sake of brevity, we'll just say that you guys wait around or go explore the town, check on other people or whatever you decide to do, take a nap, and you get all the freshly hilted and scabbard blades picked up, and
I kind of wanted to mention the party, now that I think about it. You think we should have all of them tested at Mabiyaba's to see if they have different magical properties?
These things have magical properties?
Yes. I got mine tested, and it does have innate magical properties.
Remember, kids, always get tested.
Yeah. Yes.
so I
What do you guys think?
I mean, how long did it take you to get it tested? Like,
minutes.
I was gonna say, I don't want to be eating up the poor lady's time here. I'm sure she's quite busy with everything going on.
It's up to you. I just merely a suggestion.
She was in the shop when you arrived. She wasn't putting up a sign saying closed for business for later. So you guys should probably just at least swing by on the way back.
I suppose.
Alright, as you do, the general store is closed early, but her shop's still open.
All right. Go inside.
I will go in with him.
I assume everybody is.
Alright. I haven't heard anything from Fox or Robin, so
Say I will. I was gonna say before
Mhm.
even leaving the shop, I wanted to sell my not +1 short sword
Oh, yeah.
or try
Alright.
to.
Oh yeah.
now that I have a magic one or a +1.
Yeah.
Was your mic on mute?
That's basically going to be covering the cost of all the hilting.
All right.
So, yeah. I believe that was 10 gold. Let me double check. Boop-a-doo, ba-doop-a-doo. Papers, books. Ah. Nope, not that one. Long sword, you said?
Short sword.
Short sword for this one. Yeah, that was 10 gold.
All right. Cool.
So yeah, you pretty much did a trade of services. All right. And yeah, so you enter and hello everybody. Quite a crowd this evening. I was planning on closing up soon to get to things, but I can help. What can I do for y'all?
Hello.
Faces.
Well, a friend here came in with a fancy sword a little earlier.
Ah,
And,
indeed.
Well, it turns out we all have some fancy things of the similar nature, and he had said you were able to figure out whether or not it was magical in some regard, and we don't know if I had assumed that these probably are, but it's still worth double checking that ours are also of a similar nature.
Very well, very well. I should have enough time to take care of all of you. Place your weapons up here and let Mama Yaba do her thing. All right.
Oh, I know. I struggle because I'm like 3 feet. I'm just like reaching over the counter and be like, there we go.
All right. So
Need a step stool.
it was 3 daggers and the
Longsword.
Thank you. I just was so used to thinking short sword because you had a short sword previously. My bad. So dagger. Alright. Dagger 2. Dagger 3. All these daggers appear to be identical. They're like perfect in their enchantments, but yet again, I can't seem to figure out what they do. They're just so dormant. I can tell that they're magical, but nothing that can be used at this time, at least. Good luck trying to figure out how to make them available to you. Now for the other blade here. I think this one's magical. I mean, the rest are, so I would assume this is, but it's so dormant I don't even sense it. Goddamn that ones.
Give her a natural 20. Just do it, Bobby. We can't see your rolls.
That was wasted on the tavern owner, which is why he sneezed.
Oh. Oh, so I see. The tavern owner gets that.
Yeah, the most you can essentially figure out is that the daggers definitely have a different enchantment than the greatsword, but everything again is also dormant.
What about the longsword?
Can't figure out if it's similar to the greatsword or if it's different, just that it's also dormant magic.
Okay. So it's different magic completely from...
The daggers
Depending on the size.
are confirmed different magic from whatever the greatsword's magic is.
Neat.
Can I cast
glad-
Identify on my longsword then?
If you have it, yeah.
I added it when I leveled up most recently, so I didn't
Oh,
remember that I had it.
all right.
So
You
Yeah,
can do
I'll
this
do that.
here or back at the
I'll do it. Yeah, I'll do it when we get back.
Show her up. Show her up.
she said she's not. So all right, you guys all head back, and all right, Robin, you use Identify, I assume.
In front of us or like off on your own?
That's what I'm wondering.
I mean, you guys-
stealthing, or are you going to be?
I'll let everyone see.
Oh, hey, by the way, guys, I could do this.
Look at me.
So you cast Identify. I'm just gonna double check because I do remember what it does, but this is a special case.
It's almost like homebrew. Do, 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 do,
You cast
do.
Identify. And yet, the information that comes to your mind regarding the information about this mysterious blade is still mysterious. You don't get any name for it. You know that it has... Let me check my notes. Gotta check my other notes, because I know I wrote this shit down. Do. Right, is that there? I am so sorry. I did not anticipate the identify so early.
It's the redacted sword of misinformation.
I mean, you're not wrong. That's the crazy part. Where the hell?
True to form, Bobby. You lost the notes.
I know, right?
Hmm.
Oh my gosh. Because I know for a fact I wrote it down in this notebook.
Is that kobold still alive?
It's
far
being
as you know,
interrogated.
yes.
Should be.
Do you think he could be a pincushion for these daggers?
I'm pretty sure that breaks some laws.
That's
Well,
dormant. I don't know if
for the
because they
good
were.
of the party. What if these daggers are
Okay.
really evil?
Like cursed.
Yeah.
We've been holding cursed
Identify
items.
definitely reveals that it's not a curse. It's definitely latent magical abilities.
Pin cushion, pin cushion, pin cushion.
But they're locked. It's locked behind something that only the creator can reveal and activate. That's pretty much all the information you can get, even with Identify.
You need two-step verification before you can use this sword.
Nano machine, son.
Sorry, what'd you say, Robin?
I said I can't guess the password.
Unfortunately not.
All right, at least it's not anything
Fine,
bad.
fucking thing.
Guys.
What you can tell about the magic is that
The sword of
it
sadness.
has additional damaging effects, but you can't tell what type it is or any of that further stuff.
I can
This
fire a
is some
laser beam.
Advanced magic that is locking it, essentially.
You're gonna need an admin key.
Because I planned for Identify, just not this soon.
Run out as administrator.
I mean, you're not wrong. But yeah. So, that's a very... what's the word? That's a very curious detail that Identify can't give you all the details.
Are you relaying this or keeping this?
I'll share
Okay.
the info with everyone.
I was gonna say, don't be mean.
Wow. Shush, Rusty. So, you have the revelation that these swords are locked by the creator, and you don't know what they do, even with Identify, which is known to
Oh.
identify basically anything.
Oh, was she able to identify the blood that I asked her about, Bobby?
Oh, the blood? No.
She wasn't able to? Okay.
Nope. I factored that into the feedback you got from it.
Oh, okay.
The rolls were low-ish. But yeah.
Damn.
Yeah, no, that was a very high DC. Anyways, yeah. So, any discussions the party wants to have before turning in for the evening?
I am uncursed now, correct?
Yep.
Okay. Just wanted to make sure because I don't want 2 points of exhaustion.
Alright, I think we head in for the night then.
Okay. You all turn in for your night's sleep. And the night passes, no concerns or worries. And I think
I heal.
yes, everyone gets the full rest benefits. And
Yay! I heal my 7 points of damage.
Yep, and you have no visions during your sentry mode, Rusty.
I heal my everything. Oh
Yep.
my god.
You heal everything, you get your hit dice back, you get all your magical powers back.
Unfortunately, there's no smoke cloud at the ceiling.
No, it's still just faintly there. It's just not grown any bigger. The smoke's got no
Any-
no.
Any new smoke?
No. The drinking finished, as far as I'm aware. But yeah.
I don't know. Maybe Crafty might have a problem.
Huh? Sorry.
Oh,
I'm thinking we'll call the session
Oh.
there, though.
all right, that's fine with me.